Well, the man he possibly could be fighting next in action tonight as well. Ashley Sexton, exciting, confident fighter who loves the spotlight. He's stepping up to 8 rounds for the first time, throws lots of punches. Taking on Fikret Remziev Kurdov from Bulgaria. His last fight was a stoppage win in 4 rounds. This only his 5th pro outing. We can join this one from the start.
For the first round.
Step up at pretty short notice for the confident, cool and flashy Ashley Sexton, who looks a fighter in a hurry, only his 4th pro outing, up against the Bulgarian Fikret Remziev Kurdov. And Jim Sexton's already chasing titles and names even now at this stage.
Yeah, well, I like fighters who are prepared to put themselves on the spot, you know, talking the talk before they've actually walked the walk, so it's good. They're prepared to put themselves on the spot. Shows that little bit of confidence, and this young man has loads of that.
Quick start. The jab and body shots from Sexton. Seems to have a fair idea of the game. Good amateur. Finchley, Cheshunt and Haringey, top class. Believes he'll be a really good pro.
I'm just wondering, we're talking about chasing titles, I wonder what weight division he's going to be in. I think he's listed as a flyweight, but he's far bigger than that tonight. So I just wonder what division he's going to settle into.
Yeah, he weighed 8'11", but that was on the night. And Kurdov 8'9", 4. So a super bantamweight contest. But he will be looking to go down and surely get in amongst the bantams and maybe super flies and flyweights. Good jab. Nice look about him.
Yeah, he looks nicely balanced. Yep, stepping in nicely with the punches. That was impressive.
And he stepped in at 4 days' notice onto this bill as he produces a lovely right hand and a follow-up left hook against Kurdov, who's being outclassed very early on here.
I saw him do a strange thing there. As he's throwing the punches, he breathes out as most fighters do, but he opens his mouth and does it. He seemed to open his mouth. You could see the whole of the gum shield when he was throwing the punch. That's dangerous if he's opening his, you know, if he's opening his teeth. See, I think he did it again there. That's a dangerous thing if a counter lands as your mouth's open. See how he opens his mouth as he throws?
That's an interesting spot, Jim.
I've never seen that before. I mean, you expect fighters to breathe out as they throw punches. You get that little bit of kind of snap into the shots, but he actually opens his mouth when he does it.
Maybe it's part of his cocksure attitude. Ashley Sexton wants to make a real impact on the scene. And it's been quite an opening round for the man from Cheshunt. The right lace on the boot of Kurdov is loose. It's going to have to be tied up in the red corner, and a momentary respite from the pressure. And good boxing from Sexton.
Yeah, but in every punch he throws, he means business with it. He doesn't mess around with any shots. He doesn't, you know, just wave his hand in front looking for openings. Every punch means business. And a good, sharp opening round from him.
Blood to the nose of Kurdov, who was thoroughly outboxed in the opener.
Yeah.
Just keep plenty of upper body movement, right? Keep adjusting your feet.
Yeah.
Shoulder jab, throw the jab.
Yeah,
right,
I'm hurting him.
Yeah, but a couple of times he seemed to shake Kurdov off. Shake him up, yep. Good accurate punches, good busy round, and as I say, every punch he throws, there's no messing around with him. Steps in with the shots, delivers them nicely. Good movement. It's just that funny little mannerism as he opens his mouth.
Second round, round 2.
White boots, white trunks of Flash Ash. That's what he calls himself, Ashley Sexton. And the red and white of our visitor from Bulgaria, Fikret Remziev Kurdov, who's in his 5th outing. Sexton unbeaten in 3. And looked pretty hot in that first round.
Quite a tasty little counter that Kurdov threw back there, as though he does have a little idea of what he's about. He's just been overwhelmed a little bit by the pace and the enthusiasm that Sexton's brought here.
Walked into a left hook. The speed's giving Kurdov trouble. Right hand, straight and long, and left eye just closing ever so slightly of Kurdov, and some blood around the nose and mouth. He's game, but he's not in this at the moment.
A little bit out of range at the moment. Sexton just has to get a little bit closer.
Switches there for a moment to southpaw and back again. Got his first stoppage win last time out against Livan Garishbavili at the York Hall just before Christmas. Long jab, hasn't he, as well, Sexton, for a little guy?
Yeah, Kurdov's been just a little bit cagey. I think he knows he had the worst of things in the opening round, so he's not so adventurous here. So Sexton having to go looking for him. That was nice.
Yeah, crunching left hook from Sexton, and a bloody mask now around that mouth and nose of Kurdov. 23-year-old, he's a novice himself. He's walking into one or two of these left hooks from Sexton, who's overpowering Kurdov now.
Yeah, and Kurdov's defence is a little bit leaky. I mean, his hands should be well up. Yeah, his head's been rolled about with the punches. That was an excellent performance from young Sexton. When you see a young fighter's head being rolled about with punches, you don't want to see it around too much longer. That was good refereeing.
John Keane saw enough. Ashley Sexton makes it 4 on the spin, 2 by knockout, and in the short time he was in the ring, he looked a pretty good addition to the professional ranks. 21 years of age, Flash Ash. He's a character, he's confident, and who knows, he may be fighting for title soon.
Yep, who knows, it won't be too long, I wouldn't imagine. Look forward to seeing him again. I thought that was an excellent performance in only his 4th fight. You see, Kurdov's defence is non-existent. He was pulling away from punches with his hands down, being caught cleanly. I mean, they weren't knockout punches he was being caught with, but he was being caught too often, and his head beginning to roll around because he wasn't cushioning the effect. He was taking the full effect of the punches, and I think referee Keane picked a nice time to get him out of there. He was never going to get into this. I think Sexton was too hot in every department of the game. So it was going to be one-way traffic, so sooner rather than later.
The former England international who started his professional career very nicely.
It was nice to get him out of there. I was hoping for a few more rounds because obviously it was my first 8-rounder, and I'm stepping up in class now, so I need to get the rounds under my belt. But didn't think that I found my distance that great today, but I still got him out of there, still picked my shots, didn't really get hit, so I think it's a good performance, and I can't wait to box again to get my next fight. So
he oozes confidence, Glenn.
He does, and rightly so. He should do that. You know, he's a young fighter who's a very good amateur as a junior, and he's coming on very well. And I think in this weight division, he's going to fight for titles pretty quick. But you know, it's tough out there. Maybe he does need a couple more fights, but I think he's good, and I think he's exciting.
All ready for titles though? 4 or 5 fights in. You think that?
You know, in this weight category, in the flyweight category, you have to fight pretty early. You know, and I think he can do it at British level, but I think he needs 2 or 3 more fights yet. He needs a bit more experience, especially if he's going in with somebody like Chris Edwards, who's on fire at the moment.
All right, still to come, lots of good action from here in Stoke, including a contender for Fight of the Year. And meet this man, 19 stones nearly of pure muscle, Larry Olubumiwu. Can he keep his 100% knockout record? Find out.